Yes, people. Welcome to Saeed TV, and this is the combined 11 for the Manchester Derby. We got man like LB, fresh from Zante, fresh from the sun. You know what I'm saying? What you telling me, bro? Everything all good?
Yeah, man, it was a good little break in that international break because that was we watched some of the matches, man, and it was just
Mm.
dead. You know what I mean? Southgate out, putting it out
Yeah,
there. Do you know what I mean? I'm on that train
facts,
now. I know it's
facts.
not an England stream, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it
Yeah.
anyway. But yeah, good. It was a good little break, and yeah,
Mm.
gonna smash you guys on Sunday, and it's gonna be a decent game.
Well, we'll see, man. Don't talk too soon, man. You know what I mean? Let's don't talk too soon. Anything can happen in this derby, man. But you know what it is, yeah? I think the Northern Derby has a little bit overshadowed the hype, maybe because obviously there's two derbies in one weekend. But how are you feeling, man? It's a massive. You know what? You guys are unbeaten. We're four on the bounce. Something's
Mm.
got to give. You know what I mean? It could be a draw, but you know, something either way has to give. You know what I mean?
Yeah, another thing is right is that because of the international break, I know obviously
Mm,
players have been playing for the international teams and that, but like you've not got that club form in terms of recency. I know what you're saying about like you're on four and a bounce, like whatever, but I'm talking about we've had 2 weeks off in it. So you kind of have to
mm,
put that to one side a little bit, not completely
mm,
dismiss it, because obviously the players are going to come back and obviously United players are going to be buzzing because they're on a
mm,
good run. But you've also got to accept that there has been a 2 week break there, and players have been playing with
mm.
different players under different managers, different styles, and that. So it's a bit of a difficult one. Do you know what I mean? In terms of I do think City will win the game. You know what I mean? I'm pretty confident
Mm,
of that, but
mm.
it's, you can't. I don't know. It's going to be a mad day, and like you say, obviously
Yeah,
Arsenal, Spurs, obviously on on,
yeah.
on. I don't know if this video is going up after the game. I don't know what time you're putting this video up, innit?
Nah,
Uh,
it'll be. You know what? It'll be probably after. So yeah,
After the
we'll have
game.
found out. Would have found out about Arsenal's game. But yeah,
Yeah, I would just say I'm quite controversial on this. Actually, I want Arsenal to win that game, and the reason I
mm,
want Arsenal to win that game is because I think Tottenham are more of a threat to City than Arsenal. I know
yeah,
some City fans like, oh no, we want it to be a draw or Spurs to win so City can go top of
mm,
the table, but
mm.
you don't get a Premier League trophy for going top of the table on the 1st of October. Do you know what I mean? Or 2nd of October, you
Yeah.
get it at the
True,
end of the year.
true.
So I think Arsenal will fall off massively towards the end of the season in
Mm,
terms of the Premier League race. So yeah, I'm backing Arsenal for that. And I'm buzzing for that
mm.
game. That game's going to be a mega watch. I can't wait.
Yeah, man. Definitely, obviously. By this time now, would have found out, man. I just want Arsenal to be in the mud as always, man. You know what it's like, innit, man? It's just one of them, like it's bragging rights back in the day when we used to face each other. Obviously, we used
Mm,
to go for titles and whatnot. But yeah, man. But listen, let's get into this. Yeah, let's get into the combined 11. This was what
do it.
we all came for. This is what we wanted. And you know, Lewis, here, I can't lie to you, man. You're gonna be surprised as to how many United players I fit in this. And listen, you have to make your claim. You
But
have
you're
to
so
say what.
biased, man. You know what I mean? You're so biased, Saeed, bro.
It's not even about that. I just think for me, there's a lot more United players that will go in this. And basically, we're basing this on form as well, Lewis. Form, not what they've given you. This season, 7 games on form. Okay? Right.
Bro, some of these rules that you're going to come up with now,
Man,
man,
no,
are
but
going
it's
to be.
not rules though, is it? I think this is just a general consensus of how I think it should be. We could do a normal combined 11 and most of your team gets in. But because we're basing it on form, I mean, especially recent form. Let's go 7 games. Obviously, 7 games is what we played. Let's go in the keeper, Edison. And be honest here, Edison, has he played well this season?
Yeah, I think he has actually played well. Yeah, I think he started really well. Ortega's come in and he's pushed him. He's made some big saves. Um,
Mm,
Obviously, David De Gea is shocking. We all know he's shocking. He's shocking on the
mm,
ball. And I think I said to you on one of our first Mank talks, bro, that at some
mm.
point, Ten Hag is going to have to make the difficult decision of getting rid of David De Gea because he's absolutely no one. By the way, if anyone's in the comments on this now saying, what's he on about
Yeah.
saying David De Gea is not good on the ball, then you know nothing about football.
No,
That
no.
guy
They
is
will know. They
shockingly
will
bad
know.
on the football.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
on top of that, the guy's not even that good in terms of keeping the ball out. What was it, Brentford, when he let that goal in?
But
That ball nearly
your
stopped.
keeper's not great at handling. If you're talking about handling,
Yeah,
your
but
keeper's
but
not
that's
great.
that's
I
David De
think
Gea's
David De Gea is a better
speciality,
shot
bro.
stopper. I think David De Gea
That's
is a
David
better
De
shot stopper
Gea's,
than.
but that's David De Gea's speciality, and he let one in against Brentford. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Edison's not letting any stinkers this season.
Edison's not that great of a keeper that people think he is. I think Alisson's clear of Edison, and I
He's won a
genuinely mean
Golden
that,
Glove, bro,
Lewis.
like 3 years in a row, innit?
No, but I feel like overall, but I feel like your defense though speaks for itself, and I think your team, the way you keep the ball and whatnot, I just think there's massive flaws in Edison's game. I think he's unbelievable in terms of out from the back and playing out from the back and whatnot. But I think he's suspect to his shot stopping. I think David De Gea is a better shot stopper this season, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. We have to put them 2 games into consideration where we messed up badly, and David De Gea was at fault for them 2 games. And then also the fact that you guys are unbeaten. So we're gonna make it fair. And
Well,
Edison,
I thought you was actually going to send it David De Gea then,
No,
bro. I was
no.
going to be like, nah, this is going to go downhill rapid if you're going to put him in. But on a real, just a quick one for the United fans,
yeah,
I genuinely believe that David De Gea needs to leave your football club in order to improve, because you can't be playing out from the back. He will sabotage you too many times. I get no pleasure from saying that. You know what I mean? I like David De Gea. I think he's a good goalkeeper, but if you want to play out from the back, which Ten Hag does, you have to get rid of him. That's a fact.
Yeah. True. That's true. Yeah, no, I agree with that one. And I think, you know what, with the Edison claims now, there needs to be a good backup to kind of compete with him. I think you've got this new guy, is it Ortega or something like that?
Ortega, yeah. He looks all right, Ortega. You know.
Yeah. I think the Southampton one looks like a future keeper for Edison. So watch out for that one in the next few years. Don't get me wrong, Edison's been a brilliant servant, but I think there's areas of the game that I think people are starting to look at, think, not sure about that one. But listen, let's move on. Listen, I don't think you can put Kyle Walker right back, and be honest, because for me, Dallow's been a phenomenal right back, probably the best right back in the league if you actually deep it this season. You know what I mean? And let's he's no. What are you laughing for? What are you laughing for?
I'm not, bro. You always have to go over the top, innit? You were doing all right.
It's not over the top.
Nah, bro.
How is it over the top?
You're doing all right. Yeah, he was like, I don't think you can put Walker in there. It's not been great. Dallow's been doing decent and that. And I was like, I'm gonna have to give him this one because Kyle Walker has been pretty much abysmal.
If you look at Dallow, though,
you tell me he's been the best in the league.
No, he's been the best performing right back in the league. Name me a right back's been performing better.
Oh, that come rapid though, innit? I will come in the comments. I'll have a think, right? Chat, look in the comments, and I will come with you. Who's a right back who's been better than him in the league? But Said, I'll give it you. I think Dallow's been good this season. I actually like Dallow. I think I've always kind of liked Dallow. I like the way he plays. I think he's very powerful. Do you know what I mean? And the way he moves the ball forward. When he gets the ball, he drives into the midfield or drives down the wing with the ball. There's not many fullbacks who really do that. And Kyle Walker, for as good as he's been for City so far since he's joined us this season, he has been absolutely abysmal. I think there's two parts to that. I think one, tactically, he's still getting his head around this whole inverted system, which we've full season.
Of course.
And two, the end of last season, do you remember, bro? He got injured, didn't he? The end of last season.
Yeah.
I still think there's some hangover there. But yeah, bro, I'll give it you, man. I think Dallow. I like Dallow. And he's well better than Wan-Bissaka. He's another player that's going to have to go in it.
Yeah. What's happened to Kyle Walker? Is he thinking legs catching up, do you reckon?
Well, hopefully not. And I'm not gonna go down that route just yet, because if he's saying that, that's him basically finished. But like I say, I think the two things: one, he got injured at the end of last season, and I think there's a bit of a hangover there. And two, we're playing different tactics where he's properly inverting in field and playing like a CDM next to Rodri. And I think he's still not fully got his head around that. So he's gonna have to sort it out quickly, because he's been really, really bad this season. There's no getting away from it. So that's it. I hope it's not his legs, bro, because if his legs go, that's going to be a downhill situation.
Massive, of course, man, of course. Centre backs, my own personal opinion, I think for me, if you're looking at recent form, both of our centre backs get in there. You might disagree, but I think Varane and Lisandro Martinez have been outstanding as a pair. Whereas I think you guys, I spoke to Steve yesterday, said Diaz has been played well this season. I'm not sure. I think for me personally, it's Varane and Lisandro Martinez. Have you been confident about your defense? It's been leaking in goals. Our defense have conceded 2 goals in the last 4 games. You guys have conceded so many goals this season. It's been mad, in it. But you're still unbeaten. But I get that. But conceded goals.
We have, however, I know he's only played a couple of games for us. I think 3. But I want to raise the Akanji issue with you, bro. Because I'm telling you, Akanji's come in 15 million quid, a lot cheaper than your lad, Lisandro Martinez. Now, I know Lisandro Martinez has probably played a few more games than Akanji, but you're not telling me you're looking at Akanji and going, this guy is special, bro. He's got power, pace. I mean, he's only 27 years old. He's done nothing wrong. He's good on the ball. So I'll tell you what, how about a trade? You have one of yours, but you got to throw Akanji in there, bro.
Akanji's had 2 games, innit? He's played 2 games, hasn't he?
Is it 2 or 3?
I think it's 2,
bro.
But Varane's played 4 and looked immaculate in them 4.
But so
Has
has
Akanji
Akanji.
conceded any goals? Has Akanji conceded any goals in that time it's been in the
Uh,
team?
I'd have to get the record, bro. I'd have to get the record, man.
I feel like you're a bit desperate there. I think for me, I think Lisandro Martinez and Varane getting in, man. I'm being honest with you, man. Akanji's been good, but I think he hasn't been matching what Varane has been doing.
It's good. Bro, he's played 3 games, 90 minutes against Wolves away, Borussia Dortmund at home, and Seville away. He's conceded
No,
one
we're
goal.
Premier League only. This is Premier League only.
Why is it Premier League only?
Because it's a Premier League. This is a Premier League combined 11.
Bro, it's not though, is it? It's Man City versus United combined
Yeah,
11,
but Man
bro.
City in the Premier League. If I did Carabao Cup, bloody hell, it's Sheriff away, man. I'm not going to add that in. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be boasting about getting a clean sheet of Sheriff away. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I can't lie.
If that is the rule,
Lewis.
if that's the rule, yeah, if that's the rule, then
Okay.
fair dues, isn't it? Only because it's Saeed TV. If this was City Extra, you'd no chance you'd be having both of them, bro.
Well,
and just for the City fans out there, we know that Akanji's better than both of them players anyway.
Well, listen, I don't know about that, mate. Don't know about that. Left back is probably going to be unanimous in that one. Your boy Cancelo, innit?
Yeah, slammed it. Jordan told me the other day actually that he got like number 12 on the leaked Ballon d'Or or something like that. Which is
it?
Mad. Yeah. However, just a
Wow.
quick one, because obviously it's easy. We'll move on quick from this. How good did Luke Shaw play for England the other night?
I know, but the thing
didn't he?
is, yeah, he does this all the time. He did this in 2019 when Brandon Williams came in. He did it in 2021 when Telles came in.
Yeah.
And now he's doing it with Malacia. He always does it when there's pressure and there's something around the corner. But when it's like, if you're a footballer and you're determined by what your other players are doing, then I'm sorry, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You've got to do it for yourself. So I don't buy into this.
I agree,
PR
but there's I agree what you're saying there. But at the same time, like if a player's not got competition, bro, you take your eye off the ball. Do you know what I mean? Like for example, if you're the only United fan channel, you do, and you're the only guy, you're getting all the views. I don't think you're going to go as ham as you need to, because you know that you are the guy, and you need that backup. You need that pressure to push you on and make you do better. Do you know what I mean? So I think the thing with Luke Shaw is, I think he's one of the players that really frustrates me. You know what I mean? As a City fan, as a fan as general, because everyone knows how good Luke Shaw can be as a football player. Everyone knows it. And we've seen that the other day. And it's so annoying because, like you say, what was it last season? Was it last season that he played and he was just awful? Do you know what I mean? And Harry Maguire's getting stick left, right, and centre. And I feel like Luke Shaw might get stick from United fans, but I think from the wider media and from the wider football base, I think he gets off scot-free. He gets off scot-free, and it's really annoying, man, because there's a good talented player in there. So
I know,
wake up Luke Shaw, innit? Because he's a good player.
Yeah, exactly. But listen, it's one of them situations. Malassia's doing well now, so listen, we have to just pick that up. Right, midfield. There's 6, you know what I mean? Let's not.
Innit?
Yeah, listen, 6 is easy. Rodri, how key is he for this Man City team? What does he give you?
I've said for weeks now, since we started doing the Mank Talk, that I think Rodri's the best CDM in the world. And if you're the best CDM in the world, then obviously you're going to get a lot. I think there's a very real possibility that he could play in front of Busquets at Qatar, because he's basically a Busquets reincarnation. And I don't like really saying stuff like that, because there's obviously going to be differences between the two players. However, you look at him and you're like, these are very, very similar. I think that Rodri's probably a little bit better going forward than Busquets was. And you might say Busquets is slightly better in that just total dictator role. However, other than that, they're very, very similar. And, you only have to look at Busquets' career at Barcelona to see how good he's been.
Facts.
So the bad thing for us, bro, we just done a stream then, actually. Calvin Phillips has had surgery on his shoulder. He's had a long-term shoulder issue. And I think City and Pep and Calvin Phillips have decided just get the thing sorted. You know what I mean? Because he's never got it sorted.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You might as well get it done. How long? It's definitely probably going to be out for the World Cup then, surely.
So Pep Guardiola said in the press conference that he's basically going to be back just before the World Cup. So whether he goes now, because he's not going to be playing any football until the World Cup. But that's the problem with us now. You know what I mean? If you look at that, we are weak in that position now until after the World Cup. You look at United, you got Casemiro, who I think is the second best CDM in the world. And I'm not just saying that because I think
of course.
said that time ago. You got Fred, you got McTominay there as well. No, not people like him, but in terms of like second choice, maybe third choice players, they're not too bad as I think. We got no one now. We got Rodri, and that's it, bro.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. We'll see, man. Right then, I think in that this side here, it's gonna be one guy I think should be in there from Man United. I think that's Christian Eriksen. I think it's been pivotal to what we're doing this season. Been since I'd say Liverpool game has been quality. And it's only gone up and up and up. You might say Gundogan, you might say Bernado, but I think for me, overall, Eriksen has been pivotal to what we do. What are you thinking there?
I've always thought he's overrated. I've
What?
always thought bro. I've always thought
Eriksen?
because I tell you why he's overrated. Yeah, because he was
Oh
at
my
Ajax.
God, is this another one? Yeah, go on.
Honestly, listen to me. Right? He was at Ajax. He could have gone to Real Madrid, Barcelona, all the top teams in England. He could have gone to a top team in Italy. He could have gone to Bayern Munich. He went to Spurs. Apparently, he was slamming at Spurs for a few years, right? And then, no one wanted him there. No one wanted to take him out of there. No Barcelona was coming. When that Modric was slamming, when Bale was slamming. I mean, why did no one go for him? I think he's a good player, but I think he's very, very overrated. I think you look at his stats and you look at his goals and assists, I don't think they'll be as good as a lot of players who play in that position.
You know what though? You got to think. I think this is the idea of what other players do. I think there's certain players that they're not there for the assist and the goals. They're there to make the team tick. They're there to make the team play better.
For that, bro. He's a creative player.
No, he's a creative player, but I think there's different types of creative. There's a deep line playmaker. There's different ones that facilitate. You know what I mean? There's different players. There's conductors. These guys, they don't really score many goals. You know what I mean? Like you got the Modric's, he's got the Iniestas in the world. These guys don't score goals, but you still think they're the best players in the world.
Yeah, but
Cruz, these guys are that's the same player, similar player.
Yeah, no, I don't. But I disagree. But I don't think Eriksen is similar to Modric. I think Eriksen is more similar to sort of a player that plays further forward and tries to get.
But no, now in his later career, though, in his later career, he has to go into that mold. That's what I'm trying to say. Like different players, as they get older, they change their roles. Don't get me wrong. I want more goals from Eriksen. I want more assists. But I think for me, he's always that man before the assist. Look at the game against Arsenal. Perfect example. That pass in through to Bruno Fernandes. That goal doesn't happen with that pass. Yeah. And then Bruno Fernandes then does the easy bit and then gives it to Rashford, and then
Yeah, and that was his only assist in 6 matches. And I'm saying, why is he not doing more than that? Do you know what I'm saying? Like if he's influencing United,
but he's playing deeper though. He's playing deeper role, and hence why then he's not in the final third of the pitch. And obviously other players.
I think he's doing all right. By the way, I think it was a good signing. Do you know what I mean? I think it was a good signing.
Yeah.
And I just you're playing Casemiro, you're playing Eriksen. That's two out your 3 that are not really going to get you that many goals and assists.
Yeah, but this is why this is the beauty of the Ten Hag system is that then Eriksen, what he then does is he creates from deep and then it allows Rashford and Bruno Fernandes to get in them pockets, and then there's certain players that get the assist before the assist, and he's one of them. And you'll see more and more that he will get more assists.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? And I hold my hands up and say that might be a big thing on the stats. And this is something that annoys me about our sport is how it's very, very difficult to easily find pre-assists. Do you know what I mean? Because you might be right. David Silva got loads of pre-assists, loads. And
there you go.
But he never, and he's still got assists, but like his pre-assists, and that's something that annoys me. So I hold my hands up. If anyone knows in the comment section of an easy way of finding pre-assists, because I'll check that out on Eriksen.
It's just it's chances created. It's them kind of stats now that are more prevalent for the game now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean and whatnot. But listen, Eriksen for me gets in there, and then obviously the man in form, the man that's giving Haaland all the goals, undeniable talent, Kevin De Bruyne.
Do you know what's a madness about this, bro? He's not even playing like anywhere near his top level.
Yeah.
I say that with 100% confidence. All right, and City fans will know if they've watched every game that there is still he's got 7 matches in the Premier League, 1 goal, 6 assists. He's averaging a goal involvement every single game as a midfielder. He's nowhere near his top level. I've seen him so better. I've seen him play so much better than he's been playing this season, and he's getting a goal goal involvement every game.
I've seen that mad assist. I've seen that mad stat that he's playing more on the right than through the middle. Like he's playing 16% of his game on the right. It's mad. So again, that just shows you the kind of thing that he's doing. And that ball into Haaland is it's money, man. It's money. It's cash money. It's literally like it's a goal. It's literally happening, and you're not
You
gonna do
know
anything
it's a
about
goal
it.
as well. Soon as the ball gets, because usually it's someone on the right hand side, so it might be Bernado, Mahrez, Foden,
Yeah, yeah, of
or someone
course.
like that, yeah. And they will play the ball in behind, and usually Kevin De Bruyne's making an underlapping run on the fullback, and if
Yeah.
the ball's played correctly to Kevin, and you see Haaland in the middle,
Mm.
the best one you've seen, yeah, was a friendly when we played Barcelona in
Yeah.
September or in August. Actually, played him in September. Mahrez played
Yeah.
a ball in behind. As soon as he played the ball, you seen Haaland in the middle or wherever it was, and you
Mm.
thought this is a goal, and it was.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And you're right. You just know it's coming, bro. It's mad, scary.
Yeah. But this is what, you know what I mean? You've got still world class, still, you know what I mean, getting to that area where it looks like he's still in his peak, but fair play, fair play. Let's just go up front because at the end of the day, there's no point messing around with this
No
one.
point in
Let's
messing
just
about.
make sure we do this one early
Are you
before.
scared about what he could potentially do to your team on Sunday?
I
Or
can't.
what?
I am. I am. I just feel like for me, I hope he has one of them off days. You know, big strikers in the world used to still
Yeah,
have off days. We used to have it with Wayne Rooney against John Terry.
yeah,
You know, certain players like, you know, they'd have bad games. And you're thinking, where was he today?
mm,
Ashley Cole against Ronaldo. Ronaldo found it tough against Ashley Cole. You just
mm,
think, you just hope and think that Haaland, Lisandro Martinez is his nemesis because he dealt with him at Ajax. You know what I mean? They had that game there. This is the kind of, it's a good little rivalry. I want these kind of rivals. Torres versus Vidic. Vidic had
yeah,
a Torres time. You're just hoping that maybe Haaland's kind of bogey team is Man United and he can't get in there. But for me, it's just one of them. Like, if he scores early, bloody hell, mate, it could be like 2 or 3. Like,
yeah.
seriously, if he scores in the first 5 or 10 minutes, I'm going to be petrified, mate. I need to watch that interview with Gary Neville. Apparently it's out. Apparently it's been
It is
saying, "Oh,
out.
you best not score against United and that,
Yeah,
this and
yeah.
that." Like,
He's
it's
scared, bro.
crazy, man.
He's running
But
scared.
what are you thinking? Then, you reckon he'll score a hat trick tomorrow on Sunday?
I don't know if he'll score a hat trick, bro. To be honest with you, I don't know, man. I think honestly, on the real, I think you might have hyped up your defense a little bit too much there with Martinez and Varane. So time will
Okay.
tell to see who's right on that one. Do you know what I mean? Is my boy Haaland going to destroy that, and I can come back to you next week and be like, "Told you, Martinez and Varane ain't that good." Or are you going to be right and prove that this Varane and Martinez duo thing is a madness? I'm just looking forward to it. Like you say, it's going to be good to see if there's a rivalry there. And obviously, Haaland will be desperate to score against United. He hates United. So, yeah, we've got Kevin De Bruyne in fitness. Yeah, see what your defense can do, man.
See, this is where I'm going to be interested. I'm going to put the player a month on the left in Rashford. I know a lot of people saying, "Oh, he shouldn't be playing a month," but I've got to give him credit where it's due. Rashford, 2 goals, 2 assists. You know what I mean? It's been involved in everything that we've done in that month of September. I'm putting Rashford on the left for me. I know you're going to get Foden, but I think Foden, we could switch him on the right. Mara's been shoddy. Grealish looked okay against them, played better against Wolves, but he's been very, very poor this season. There's not many win at Chelsea. Bernado, but I think Bernardo's more suited in midfield rather than on the right. You know?
Yeah. No, I'm happy with that. I mean, I've just checked Rashford's stats in it. You know what I mean? 6 goals, 6 games in the Prem, 3 goals, 2 assists, and he was massively instrumental in that huge win against Arsenal where he scored 2 and got an assist. Assisted for the goal against Leicester, which was a 1-0 win. Scored against Liverpool, which was a 2-1 win. So, you know, absolutely fair dues on that one. Shove him in there. And I think Foden, you're looking at Foden.
Foden's been quality last couple of games.
7 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. He's playing left wing, he's playing right wing, he's causing issues for people. A little bit of an interesting one, Foden, bro, because there's some City fans who don't think he's had a good start to the season, and there's some City fans that think he has had a good start to the season. I think he has had a good start to the season. There was a couple of games early on, where basically he had an easy chance to just pass the ball to Haaland for an easy tap in, and he didn't. He shot and missed them both. So I think people have just got a little bit of like, he took the L on them, and people have just sort of like, put him there. But on a whole, I think he's done good, man.
On a whole, he's got better though. He's got his start of the season. I was thinking, bloody hell, has he got something against Haaland? Like, does he want to take the shine away from Haaland? But you know what? Last couple of games, he's found him. I think the Nottingham Forest and the Bournemouth game, I think he's looked better. But yeah, man, I think Foden, you know what I mean? Like I said, especially in the last couple of games, he's coming with the assist and like I said, the goal involvements. But what do you reckon of that team, man? There's probably a Kanji that can go in there. I think, I think most of it could be right. Like, I think Akanji probably goes in, and that's about it, really. Like, I've not been that biased, have I? Really?
No, I think there's probably a shout for Gundogan over Ericsson as well. I think you might get some City fans in the comments saying maybe
Yeah, you
Gundogan.
might get some.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
he's
yeah,
got
yeah,
a
yeah.
couple more goals and assists than Ericsson, but I don't think it's something that people will be absolutely crying at. I think the front three is spot on. The midfield is like I say, you can only argue with Ericsson maybe, and then the defense for me is right back is defo right, Edison's defo right, left back's defo right, and then it's just the centre backs. I think Diaz and
Yeah.
Kanji. There'll be a lot of City fans screaming at the screen now saying, "Oh, none of them in there." But let's see, you're gassing them up, bro. It's a big game. Can they handle
Yeah.
Haaland, man? Who's right in it? Time will
Can they
tell.
handle Haaland, man? Let's see, people. Give me your predictions before we wrap this up, man. I'm going for 2-2. What are you going for?
No, I'm gonna go for a City win, man. And I'm gonna go 3-0 at this point. I'm pretty confident, you know. I'm pretty
3-0.
confident. Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. Listen, we're going to find out, people. Listen, it's the Manchester Derby coming tomorrow. By the time you watch this, the Manchester Derby will be tomorrow. United, City. Come on, let's have it, people. Make sure you go follow City Extra. Link is in the title for that one. Make sure you subscribe and like the video, people.